How's it going, guys? Been a little while, but I am in Lake Anna, Virginia today visiting my family, and we're taking a little day trip down here to my family's lakefront cabin here, log home, as you can see. A lot of awesome childhood memories here, and I've wanted to showcase this in the vlog for a long time, so I'm excited to do it. And I figured what better place than now, and what better time than now, to discuss with you a little bit of what I've been doing for the past few months, and that is some pretty severe dieting and exercise. And I've been slacking on the vlog a little in recent weeks because I was focusing on that, finishing it out strong. And I'm happy to announce I lost almost 60 pounds. And I hope you can tell that I'm looking a little bit more svelte, or whatever you would say. I feel like I notice it in the vlog myself compared to some older videos, and I wanted to just showcase it and talk about it a little bit and show you what I did amidst a really beautiful setting. So, but first, let's have a little lake fun. Well. Set this down. This ain't right. Let's get a chair first. Alright. What a gorgeous day it is today. I will say that. Here in Lake Anna, Virginia. My childhood favorite place to be. But yeah, I wanted to discuss real quick. I got a few minutes here to discuss before we have to head out. But I wanted to discuss the process of which, how I lost some weight. Like I said in the beginning of this video, I lost almost 60 pounds overall. My heaviest weight back in 2017 when I was in Texas was 298.8 pounds. I was a hair away from being 300 pounds, and I felt horrible, and I knew I needed to change something, and I had been experimenting and failing and experimenting and failing and trying and failing for years since then, and I ended up stumbling across intermittent fasting, and that was pretty successful for me for being able to get a little bit of a jump start. I lost like 10 or 15 pounds doing that pretty quickly, but then I sort of hit a plateau where I was able to maintain weight really well by doing intermittent fasting. And what that is I stop eating around 11 o'clock at night and don't eat again until 4 or 5 o'clock the next day on some days. Usually on weekdays is what I like to do. I do regular normal eating on the weekends just to give my body a break from the fasting, but that's worked out really well for me with being able to maintain weight. And I was stuck in the low 280s for several months last fall, in the fall of 2019, and I wanted to do something to jumpstart my system and to be able to get it back down to a weight range that I knew was what worked for me and what was more healthy for me and would make me feel better. And so I had tried something called the HCG Omni Drops diet back in 2014, where I got down to a pretty low weight, but I only did it in a small way. I was doing some things wrong with it, and I decided to try it again this time and to sort of pull out all the stops. And you're allowed to do it a minimum of 3 weeks and a maximum of 6 weeks. And I said, hey, I'm going to do it for 6 weeks. I'm going to do intermittent fasting with it. I'm going to make sure I'm being precise with the foods that I eat, to follow the program right, to take the right amount of Omni Drops, to be able to make sure I'm hitting everything I'm supposed to. And I even did a cold belt thing where it simulates the fat freezing procedures you can have done professionally, where you put basically these gel ice packs inside of a belt you wear on your stomach, and it sort of freezes your fat cells and allows them to be passed through going to the bathroom, up to, I think it's like a month or so after the fact. So I was doing that every night. I didn't miss a single night for 6 weeks. I started this in the middle of the quarantine of the pandemic, and I thought, hey, if I have to be stuck going nowhere and doing nothing fun anyways, I might as well lose weight instead of gaining weight during quarantine eating crap. So I thought, I'm going to do this. The HCG drops, you take them 3 times a day with this diet, under your tongue, 10 drops under your tongue, 3 times a day. You have to try to do it on an empty stomach, and what they do is they suppress your appetite heavily, and they make your body mobilize its energy source from the stored fat cells you have on your body rather than looking for energy from food you're eating. So, and they really do work. It makes a huge difference because paired with that, you have to eat only 500 calories a day. You have to eat from a very strict food group list that involves basically nothing more than like plain chicken, plain steak, grilled. You can have some fish. I don't like fish, so I didn't include that. And very limited groups of vegetables, lettuce, and you can have green beans and broccoli, thankfully. And so I was pretty much eating a cycle of chicken and steak with green beans and broccoli on repeat twice a day, only 250 calories worth for lunch and dinner, or really less than 250 calories for lunch and dinner, because you can also have Wassa crackers and Melba toast, which are flavorless, tasteless, but it's your only source of carbs you get, and it's a very small portion, in addition to 2 servings of fruit per day. So I would have an apple in the morning and some strawberries at night, because those are approved fruits. I utilized heavy cream in my coffee because of the fact that it helps boost ketosis. I used MCT oil in my coffee to help boost ketosis, and I did that during my fast during the day. And I would cram my 500 calories in between about 4 p.m. and 10 p.m. And that formula worked for me. I was dropping an average in the beginning, the first 3 weeks, I was dropping like 1 to 2 pounds a day. And then in the second 3 weeks of the diet, your results slowed down quite a bit, but you still keep losing weight. And for this whole 6 weeks, I actually modified it to where I was increasing my daily intake of calories up to about 800 or so, in order to compensate for the fact that I was still continuing to do my workouts and my runs late at night, because I didn't want to give those up, and I didn't want to feel weak at the end of this. I wanted to feel strong. So I was lifting weights 2 times a week, and I was running 3 miles 3 times a week, and I would increase my calorie count by 300 to 400 calories to compensate for exactly how many calories I was burning during those workouts. And that formula worked for me. I ended up my final weight was 244.1 and down from 298.8 at my heaviest point. And I've put between 5 and 10 pounds back on from that, just from having more food in my system. That naturally happens at the end of this diet. But I'm hovering at that weight now, and I feel fantastic, and it's awesome. I feel more confident making these videos. When I see myself, I don't feel like I've got a double chin going on or anything, so I feel good. And I just want to say that if you needed any inspiration or motivation to try something, go research HCG Drops, the Omni brand. You can buy it on Amazon. It's about $90 to buy the program and to buy the drops, and it's totally worth it. But alright guys, I gotta get going because my family's waiting for me, and we're gonna be heading back up to their house up in Warrenton. So hope you enjoyed this little video here at the lake. A little bit different from my normal beach life content, but alright guys, I'll see you in the next one. Later.